So, a lot of spiritual dudes, they talk to me about polygamy and the benefits of it and, things like that. So, I often listen to it, um, you know, just to be able to learn, different things on that. Even though I may agree with something, before I don't agree or agree with something, I usually I study it, man. I look at it and I see how it not necessarily just benefit me from the practice of it, but it also benefits the people that are practicing it with me, you know. And then a lot of them just throw that shit out there about protect and provide and all that type of stuff, right? So my thing is really that's my it's my it's my library from back when I was little. My granny kept it for me, and I found out where it was after she died. It was like a treasure chest situation. But just so you know. But let me just say this. So they talk about it, right? Protect and provide and shit like that, and they all have different things, right? Protecting a woman from harm, protecting her, you know, that pimp hole type of mentality, shit like that, man. That's what I see a lot of it. Provide, like, pay all the bills in the house and all that type of stuff, and um, provide food and all that sort of shit, right? So when I look at, when I look at what they do and shit, what it looks like to me is that those women are on the plantation and those women are slaves because those women do not have freedom, they do not have independence, and they don't have the ability to love freely, which is every human being's godly right being born into this world. You are supposed to be able to exercise that because you inherited that at birth. That's what we believe over here at Revolut. You inherited those rights at birth. Now, society could be able to try to take care of those rights for you, or society could be trying to take them away. You know what I'm saying? It is our job over here at Revolut to instill those godly rights inside your soul every single day as you work towards your purpose of what you're trying to accomplish. Now, dude was talking to me about it and everything like that, and I was like disagreeing with it and just explaining how I felt about it. And he was just like on some, well, tell me how you feel, whatever like that. What are you gonna do? He called me a simp and all that sort of weird ass shit like that. And I just want to be able to enlighten his mind, man, is that we have queens over here and we practice queenship and kingship. We don't practice slavery. Slavery was abolished in 1865. Abraham Lincoln got shot in the head because he freed over 2 or 3 million slaves in America. That's just been abolished since then. You understand what I'm saying? So we don't practice slavery. What we do is we lead women back to their God-given purpose. And when they head back to their God-given purpose, they are able to put a crown on their motherfucking head. And when that crown is on their motherfucking head, they transform from a boy, girl. And I say boy because a lot of them have boy tendencies like studs out there too. So I'm looking at all of them. They transform into that to girls, to women, and then they become queens when they graduate. And if they ascend even higher, then they probably be able to get into the rank of what is considered a goddess based on certain definitions. But let me get back to the provide and protect shit. The and protection is like this to us. Protect means that we're going to teach you how to protect your motherfucking self. I'm not going to be around you all the goddamn time to protect you. It's going to be impossible. I got a 6-year-old autistic son that needs me to be around him every goddamn day. You see what I'm saying like that? I'm responsible for him not to be broken, right? But I'm also responsible for the cues that's in my presence. And one of the biggest and most valuable things that you can do for another human being is to teach them how to take care of their motherfucking self. So we teach them how to protect themselves. We got MMA training. We got a firearm training. I know you seen them post those videos and stuff for showing that out. We teach them how to protect themselves and protect their children. You know what I'm saying? So they're able to protect themselves and their children from people who are saying that they're supposed to protect them. Y'all know how relationships go, man. You never know what's going to happen with a motherfucker. He may try to go upside your head for whatever reason. It's ego bruised or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You have the ability to protect yourself anywhere you go in this motherfucking world. And to me, that's more valuable. Now, when I look at providing, also, no, let me go back too. Also protect means we protect the vision of the queens. You know what I mean? Every Q over here and stuff has something that they want to be able to do that this world has never been seen, never seen before. They're not slaves. They don't repeat shit that everybody else did or do the same shit that they've been doing all the time. That creates trauma. So they're different. So they ascend higher to the queenship. And what queens do, they create empires for themselves and their children. Their children are now heirs to them empires. And we teach those children to be able to watch those queens build their empires and everything like that. So they'll be able to understand how to build their empires. So my job would be in the protect department is to be able to protect the vision. You know what I'm saying? Protect the road as she marches, you know what I'm saying, her army and herself and her children down that road to greatness. That's what I'm on. Right? Now let's look at provide. Provide is, to me, is to be able to provide solutions to problems. Every single day when you're building an empire, you have problems, right? You have different things that you're trying to handle. So it's for me to be able to create medicine, be able to solve those problems or help solve those problems, administer the medicine with the cues, and actually create cures so that shit will never fucking happen again in their life. Also, provide means to provide resources for the empire, right? So if a queen needs a building to be able to operate her empire, then I should be able to provide, you know what I'm saying, resources to get that building, for an example like that. And also is to be able to provide resources from my alliances as, you know what I'm saying, as the Revo. You know what I mean? So everybody that I'm connected with, you know what I'm saying, armies and what is that, political figures, entertainment situations, like, you know what I mean, I'm sure you get to understand it. Wherever I'm connected to that's righteous, and if I could pull resources from them, you know what I'm saying, I'll be able to, for my alliances, I'll be able to provide those resources to the Qs so they can get to their God-given purpose a lot faster and build them empires a lot faster for them and their children. And I just think that's the most righteous thing to do. Them niggas out there practicing polygamy and all that other weird ass shit, man, they turning the women into slaves. They taking them back to the 15th century and before the 15th century as far as like how they treat them in relationships and how they treat them as an individual. Those niggas do not want to be able to have queens that's powerful. Because if they have a queen that's powerful and they standing right next to them, those dudes' masculinity feels threatened. You know what I'm saying? And their manhood begins to wither into fucking nothingness. And it happens all the motherfucking time. So the only way them niggas can be powerful is a woman is powerless. And over here, we don't have none of that shit. None of that surrender, submit shit. None of that. None of that. These queens over here are learn how to operate in their masculine and their feminine energies like a motherfucking boxer. They can knock your ass with the left hand. They can knock your ass with the right hand. That's just what it is. These Qs over here will not be coerced and will not be taught how to lower their masculine energy and shit like that, because what them dudes want is a handicapped ass woman. How you gonna you can't get rid of your masculine energy. Nobody can. You can turn it down in order to appease somebody's fucking ego and shit, but we ain't doing none of that shit over here. So that was just like my response and everything to that dude and shit, man. I just had to get that off my chest and be able to share it with the world. Now, the weekend is here. Y'all tighten them crowns up on your motherfucking heads, man, and get out there and do what y'all need to go ready to do for yourselves and for your children. You understand? Later.